Hello, we are back. We didn't go through all of our tarot cards, so hopefully, maybe you'll find some here later that you are into. We have to wait for our Amazon Live audience real fast, then we'll get going. Hopefully, you guys are all having a fantastic Wednesday. It's Wednesday, right? Let me get my banner up. Whoops. All right, I'm back. Hooray! Amazon's on live. For those of you that just joined me on let's see, YouTube, any of those platforms, make sure to join me on amazon.com/live/darkside library. Then you'll see everything in a carousel and you'll be able to find it easier if any of these are of interest to you. Now we are on Amazon. Quick rundown per usual. Elgato face cam. That's my camera. We have my ring light. Oh my goodness, my words not happening today. We have this ring light here, which is really, really nice. I love it. Don't really need a whole bunch of other lights, especially for starting out streamers. It's really convenient, and they have a warm setting, a cool setting with different plates. Blue Yeti. This is actually on sale for 6% off, which is kind of a big deal, to be honest. Check that out. Here's my awesome Blue Yeti. If this interests you, oh my goodness, I can't talk. So that's why I'm going live, so I can talk more. All right. So the thing I'm going to talk about first, real quick again, for those maybe that didn't get to see this in our first live stream, this is a tarot card holder, a stand, if you will. So this is really convenient. It is great. If you are doing maybe a weekly read and you want to meditate on a reading that you might have done early in the week or something like that, you can put crystals on it. It's very nice. This is a great gift option too. This was actually gifted to me. I didn't know these things existed. And I was like, this is awesome. If you do have things like altars or just a stand, a place like that, a spiritual corner, if you will, this is also a great place to put all of your stuff, stones, all that fun stuff. Let me grab a deck and then I will just share with you guys what that kind of looks like real fast. I'll grab one that maybe I didn't go through last time. If you are into witchy stuff, Halloween stuff, any of that, make sure to give us a follow to be notified anytime we do go live. We do go live fairly often, so we'd love to see you, join the conversation, etc. All right, so here's my stand. Let's see if I can actually make this work properly. It's not meant to really be moved around, so I'm going to try to share this without dumping my cards. Okay. So I grabbed the Hocus Pocus deck. Please don't fall. Okay. So this is kind of what it would look like if you did put it together. And if you did so happen to have gems or something, you can put your gems on there. You can put, flowers. You could do whatever you want. It's your tarot card stand. But it's really nice just to have these on display, especially if there's like a reading that maybe you did that just really resonated with you and you were like, I need to be reminded of this on a daily, on a minutely. So that's really nice too, because then you can just look at it and be like, oh, that's right. I need to slow down today. So keep that in mind. Great gift option. So that's the first thing I wanted to share with you guys today. This is 13% off, really reasonably priced, like $13. So check that out. The first deck, since I already pulled it, is this Hocus Pocus deck. So let me find this in the carousel real fast. We did not go over this. This is 30% off today. So here's what the box looks like, the cover. It's very cute. It's by Inside Editions, which is great. Super cute. So here's what the inside of the box looks like. Our awesome candle. All right, here's the back of the cards. This, unfortunately, I felt like was a little boring, especially for how awesome and flamboyant and magical Hocus Pocus is. I feel like they could have put glitter on here, like actual glitter or just something. But anyway, that's what the back of the cards look like. Here's our guidebook. So here's what it looks like. You'll see the minor arcana have photos, colored photos, a reverse reading and upright reading. Major Arcana has a full photo. Oh, cute. With our reversal and upright meeting. Hello, JC Mom of 3. Thank you for joining me today. It's been a long time. Yes, and happy full moon today. Thank you for the reminder. It's been crazy this holiday season. I don't even have time to look at the sky. It's kind of sad, actually. I'm like, oh my God. Okay, so here is this is the really cool guidebook. And oh yeah, I forgot. There's different spreads in here, which is fun. So we have the cat's eye spread. We also have one of my favorites is like the Sanderson sister spread, Wisdom of Witches. So each Sanderson sister can tell you exactly what they think, which is cute. And then we have we have obviously the Hocus Pocus spread. Very cute stuff. Let me show you the cards. They're really nice. Okay, and the art is fantastic. It's so cute. So we have the lovers. We have different suits in here. So we have the candle suit, the chariot. Oh, goodness. What is this? Oh, potions. We have a potion suit. We have a suit of lightning, believe it or not. More potions. So cute. The Knight of Pumpkins. We also have the pumpkin suit. So pumpkins, lightning, potions, and candles. Those are our suits. Here we have Temperance. Perfect. Suspension. Those poor kids. I guess they were mean. I guess they shouldn't say that. Poor kids. All right, we have the Ace of Lightning. Two of Lightning. Our awesome book. All right, let me go through a few more. Aw. Baby kitty. More pumpkins. So this is a fantastic gift idea, honestly. So if you are looking for a gift idea for someone in your life, I love this Hocus Pocus idea just because so many people are kind of digging Hocus Pocus now. And it's just a really thoughtful gift for anybody who is in love with Hocus Pocus and a little witchy at the same time. So check this one out. It is the Hocus Pocus tarot card deck and guidebook. I am all over the place, apparently. This is really nice. JC Mama 3, you said, I think I buy the decks mostly for the art these days. I do too. I'm totally guilty of that. I got the LOT or the Lord of the Rings deck from last time. Yes. I have the Labyrinth deck with me. Not the Lord of the Rings deck. The Lord of the Rings deck is really cool though. Same artist. So JC Mama 3 bought the Lord of the Rings deck by the same artist. And I think it's actually by Inside Editions as well. But it's all Lord of the Rings. Unfortunately, I only have the Labyrinth deck. Carrie has the Lord of the Rings deck. Lucky duck. All right. So let me move on to another deck that I did not feature last time I streamed. It is, let's see if I can find it. Yes, they are the same artist. It's really, really cool, actually. Okay, we're going to talk about the Dungeons and Dragons deck. So I don't know if any of you guys are nerds out there. I'm a nerd. I'm a big nerd. So I'm sure that was pretty obvious too. Let me find it. It's amongst all my stuff. So there it is. Okay. Sometimes it's hard to see this stuff. Okay, we're going to talk about this. This is on sale right now. This is 10% off. So this has a few mixed reviews, and I don't disagree with what they say. I do like this deck, though. I want to clarify that. JC Mama 3 says, LOL, not telling on myself. Yes, please don't. I'm a nerd. I'm a super geek. So this deck is really cool because it's great for, it actually is good for Dungeons and Dragons, but it's also just a great tarot card deck anyway. So here is the back of the cards. I will share with you guys what my issue is with this deck, though. This, I believe, is actually published by Wizards of the Coast. It's beautiful. The illustrations are super stunning. The card quality is super cool. It's almost canvas. It's so, I don't know, it's really nice. They're really easy to shuffle too. They don't stick together. Very smooth. So I'll just share with you guys a few of these cards, and then I'll go into what the issue of these cards are. You might actually be able to tell this if you are paying enough attention. It is a little hard to tell, but The problem with these cards is we have interesting suits. I do love the suits that they decided to incorporate in here. But the problem is on the card, I don't know if you noticed this, you can't tell what suit it is. And that is a problem. So there's no way to indicate what the suit actually is. The picture, the class of like the character isn't any way to identify what the suit is. So the suits you have to find out by picture in the book. So the suits are, we have strength, we have wisdom, intelligence, and charisma. So it's super dorky and I love it, but it's not labeled. You can't tell, which sucks. So you have to match the picture with with the book. So you only have 4 options. It's not really a big deal with the minor arcana, but it can be kind of a hassle, especially with a giant reading and you're like, which 4 is this? And you're looking through the book and you're just like, oh my God, I have to do 12 more of these. Cool. So that's kind of a hassle. The readings themselves, there's no upright or reversal reading on these cards. It's pretty easy reading wise, but one thing that is cool, and I kind of feel like it makes up for the lack of the indication of what suit it is, you can actually utilize this in your D&D games. So if you picked a card, so I picked the page of something. So let me see if I can actually find it in this, in here. I'm sure I can. I'm probably just being dramatic. Oh, hey, look, it didn't take that long. So you see the symbol for the Wizards of the Coast is that and sign for D and D. So here it says, a man staggers towards you and hands you a silver key. He gasps, find the fish before falling over dead. He smells of brine. So these cards, if you do play D&D and if you want to do a one shot, you can actually use these cards as a way to kind of start your campaigns or get different quest options. So if you're just really not sure what you want to do for that night, if you had a really rough week and you're like, oh crap, I have to DM a game today on Friday night, you can actually use this, pick a card and be like, oh, this is how this quest is going to start off. So that's really, really cool. You can build things with this deck that are all D&D oriented. Like, for instance, different situations and scenarios for your D&D game. You can do an adventure in a spread. So that is super cool with this deck, which kind of makes up for the lack of indicating like what kind of suit each card is. And the art is just really, really beautiful. I'll share a few more cards and then we'll move on to something different because a few people just joined us on Amazon Live. And I love this. I love whoever the artist is for this. I really do need to look them up. Unfortunately, it's not indicated on the actual box. I wish it was. All right. What? Why is this one so clear right there? All right. One more. Here you go. Awesome. Our wizard folk. All right. Let's move on from the D&D deck. Let me put this away super fast. It's a little difficult to move quickly with tarot cards. If you're familiar with tarot cards, it's, they're a little wild sometimes. So again, check out the D&D tarot card deck. Beautiful art. Super, super cool. Oh, I found the artist, Fred Gisabel. Very cool. Okay, let's move on to the next thing. For those of you that did just join me on Amazon Live, make sure to comment, just like JC Mama 3, who's amazing. And to give us a follow if you do like the Halloween aesthetic, if you like witchy stuff, dark reads. We do a lot of dark books over here. And we like to go live a lot, so you'll be notified anytime we do go live. All right, let's move on. We are going to talk about, well, it's right here. Oh, Diablo. Who played the Diablo series, or who still plays the Diablo series from Blizzard? I would love to hear from you because I love Diablo. I love that game so much. They made tarot cards for it. So let me find it in my carousel real fast. This is on sale, 10% off. Great gift option for anybody who loves Diablo. It is so cool. So let's actually open it up here. You have a magnetized box. It's very fancy. Here's our Sanctuary guidebook. Oh, I'm so excited. It's interesting. It's a little different side by side. So I like what they've done here. We have the photo right here for each one, and then the reading. That's a great way to use up space. I'm not sure why we haven't been doing this the whole time. So you get a full page spread of the photo and the description, which is super cool. And there is one spread, two spreads. I can't remember. Let me find it. We have, it's one spread. It is From the High Heavens to the Burning Hell spread. Look at how crazy that is. It's cool because it looks like a sword, but that's a big spread. Okay, so here's what the back of the cards look like. Super pretty. Simple, but cool. So there's a few qualms with this particular deck, and I'm going to go over that now. Okay, this is a huge card. It is massive. These cards are huge. Beautiful cards. They're just huge. They are almost impossible to shuffle. So I like to just put them on the ground, and I will just shuffle them like it's just a hot mess, honestly. But they're huge. So the art, though, is phenomenal. So here's the Fool. They use gray wash, black, white, and then they use little red hints in here. You can see it's all shiny on the sides. And if you are a huge Diablo nerd, you can tell the font it's identical. It's the Diablo font. I love it. It's awesome. Another issue I have with these cards is that they're a little flimsy. They're like real flimsy. So Blizzard, come on, you have the money to make them better. But I like that we get a full, awesome, big card with a beautiful photo with it. It is Diablo, so there is some violence. I can't show all these cards here on Amazon Live, but I can try to share the ones that aren't as bad because it's a brutal game. That's what this game is. Here's our Five of Wands. It's beautiful art, right? It's stunning. I love it. There are characters in the games that are featured in this in the deck. There's creatures in here too. Like if you are a super Diablo nerd, you'll be able to recognize probably a lot of these guys. I don't know if I could share this, but I'm going to anyway. I cannot share that one. Okay, here's another one. Beautiful deck, right? Super cool. So I really like this. I'm a massive Diablo nerd. So I like when I saw this, I had to get it. I just had to get it. It was too cool. So check this out. If anything, to be honest, I wouldn't even mind framing some of these cards and put it, not necessarily using them for tarot, just because the art is so stunning. It's really beautiful. I would not mind framing these and putting them on my wall. They're so cool. So check this out. This is the Diablo tarot card deck. These are so cool. Let me put this away real fast, but there are some pretty big flaws with them, but I think I can overlook it because the art is just fantastic. And yeah, it's fun. But I guess I'm not really surprised because Blizzard tends to be like this. I don't know why they do this. Why are you guys greedy? Anyway, let's move on to a different deck. I just really, it's the holiday season, and I have a feeling this is going to be like, if you know a Diablo nerd and they get gifted this, they're going to be like, thank you so much. It's the best. All right, let's move on to something less sinister. Now, don't judge, but I've been debating on making a shower curtain with little Whoa! I love that idea, JC Mama 3, but so with the pockets would have to hang on the outside of the shower for obvious reasons. You don't want water to come in there, but that would be interesting, getting one side. Is there anything that is actually big enough for that? I don't think it's creepy at all. I think that's really great. I think probably the only issues that I could see with it is when you try to close the shower curtain, are they going to be able to fold on top of each other all the different cards? or not, and it would be really heavy too. I would imagine, like, it, by the time you get to 30 different cards, that'd be hard. And different cards have different sizes too. So that's kind of hard, but I like that idea. Honestly, I think that's great. Anyway, moving on. Sorry, that was a great idea, JC Mama 3. I love creative ideas like that. That's so cool. Okay, so this one, I have I love this deck. So I might be a little wordy here. I'm wordy all the time. What am I saying? This one is a beautiful, beautiful deck. So it's called the Tarot of the Divine. I have a pocket tool that makes them from like page protect. Oh, that's cool. That would be really cool. I actually like that. If you do end up doing that, I would love to see it. That would be super cool. Okay, so Tarot of the Divine. This is by Yoshi Yoshitani, who I adore. She is phenomenal. So this is a beautiful tarot card deck. Let me get into it a little bit. You open it like a little treasure chest. Here are what the back of the cards look like. You've got your triple goddess symbol. It's teal. It's really pretty. So here's what the book is like on the inside. So we have beautiful colored photos here, a small blurb about what each card is, and the upright and reversal readings, which is very convenient. The problem, well, there's no problem. What was I going to say? Why would I say there's a problem? So this whole tarot card deck is literally about mythology and folk tales from all across the world, and you get to see where each tale is from. So she's been really generous. She's done a lot of research. So like we've got Maori legends, Japanese, Chinese, Iraq, Germany, Russia, Britain, here in America, North Dakota. So beautiful, beautiful stuff. A small little blurb about each myth and how it applies to each card. So there's a lot of research that went into this, and it's beautiful. So let me dig into that, give you guys an up close front view of it. All right, we have Six of Wands. I love all of these different cultures being featured, having their stories being told. It's really, really cool. And there's a lot of symbology kind of integrated through each or into each card. And I get surprised often, actually. There's a lot of times I'll look at something or I'll do a tarot card reading and I'll look at a card and be like, oh, wait, look at that. That's so cool. Temperance, beautiful. Some Hawaiian folk tales with the Queen of Wands. Judgment. The Star. Super cute. This one, did I already mention this one's 10% off? So I actually gifted this one to myself because I'm a nerd and I love this stuff and I love Yoshi Yoshitani. If you know somebody that loves folktales, mythology, and just loves studying culture around the world, I think this is a beautiful deck. Yoshi Yoshitani has a really distinct art style as well. You can tell that she uses these really, vibrant colors to illustrate her cards. And a lot of artists tend to have a very subdued color palette. And Yoshi Yoshitani is just like, I'm going to go real bright and vibrant and awesome because she is really awesome. By the way, thank you, Scarlet Storm, for the follow. I hope you're still here. I got really excited. I get too excited about tarot cards, so I apologize. But thank you so much for the follow. It means a whole lot. All right. Nine of Swords. I'll try to share only a few more of these, and then we will move on. But I just wanted to really showcase this one because it's really beautiful. All right, last one. You have to make this last one. Oh, I love Yoshi Yoshitani, and I love this deck. It's beautiful. The quality of the cards are really nice too. It's canvas. It's like a canvas. I don't know if you can hear that, but it's like a canvas. It's really easy to shuffle. It doesn't get stuck together. It's not that shiny material. So I really appreciate the quality of the cards, the research that went into it. So check it out. This is the Tarot of the Divine. And in addition to this, I'm going to shove this back here. I have an additional piece to this. It's called Beneath the Moon. It's her book, and it's fairy tales, myths, and divine stories from around the world. So maybe you're not into tarot cards. That's cool. You don't have to be. But if you like folk tales, you can get the illustrations of the cards here and the full story. It's awesome. I love it. So you can actually get these as a pair. It would make an epic gift. So like for instance, here we have John Henry. So this is an Alabama American folktale. I love that we have all of those things featured here, but the full story is right there. It's really, really cool. Yeah, I just really love it. So check this out too if you are looking for some additional gifts on top of that tarot card deck, or if you just want to forego the tarot card deck and do this, still you get those beautiful illustrations. You get the Little Mermaid. I mean, this is awesome. This is so cool. All right, check this out. It's awesome. Okay, moving on. I'm going to talk about a candle, a real candle. So I have some fake candles here. I say fake, but they're cool. But I love lighting actual candles while I'm doing a tarot card reading too. This is Craft & Kin. This is their Palo Santo scent. It is super nice. So it comes with a tin top. It's an amber glass. Looks very nice. And it has a great scent. It's cleansing. I don't know. It's just a nice scent. It's not just Palo Santo though. I think it has some other, it does not smell just exclusively like Palo Santo. And I am sad that it doesn't say what else it is on this candle, but it smells nice. So if you're into the natural, woodsy, maybe a hint of floral, not a lot. It's not overpowering. I do recommend this. It's nice. And if you're just avoiding burning Palo Santo in general, but you want kind of an essence of it, this is a great substitute as well. This right now is $18.99. It has a really awesome burn time. I think it's over 50 hours. Make sure to trim the wick. Make sure to do that. It burns, it's slower burn time. And you get to enjoy the candle for a lot longer. And safety. Safety is good. All right, let's move on to my next candle. Oh, here we go for my iridescent people out here. Not iridescent, but oil slick. I don't know. Whatever this color is, it's really cool. My millennials out there, which I am also, no shame. Hold on. I need to find this in my carousel. This is called Starlust. So this is by a company called Friday Collective. They have a lot of different candles. Very simple design. Here you are. So simple design, really fancy glass. It's a dark, no, it's like black, maybe a dark purple candle. 3 wick. Make sure to trim the wicks. I was not sure if I would like this. I personally really, really enjoy this, and especially for the price point, $16.88 for a massive candle like this. Really, really good price. It might not be for everybody. I just got to throw that out there. It has, let's see if the candle could talk for itself. It says, oh no, I might have gotten rid of the description. It's supposed to remind you of being in the forest at nighttime. But it doesn't have that piney smell that you would expect. You know, when you say forest, it's like the evergreen, clean smell. It's definitely got, it's like if you did that, but mixed Victoria's Secret with it. I don't know how else to describe this. There is a little bit of that perfumey smell, sweet berry scent, but it's not too much. And I don't know, maybe it's just me. I enjoy it. I think it's really nice. And I like 3-wick candles when I'm doing tarot card readings just because you get extra light. And I like to turn the lights off and light some candles. So check this brand out. There's a lot of different scents out there, and it's a different mix. I've not seen a mix quite like Friday Collective. And my last candle is, this one's true, foresty smell. This is Black Forest. So let me find this in my carousel. This is by Archipelago. Let me find it. This has a definite pine smell to it. It definitely smells like a forest, but I like that it's like black currant as an undertone. Let me find it. Here you are. It's $18 and it's black. Very cool black candle. So it does have that, I don't know, maybe that holiday evergreen smell, but the black currant cuts it a little bit. So you have, it doesn't just have that pine gin smell in your face. It is really, really just a settled, nice scent. And it's a little different than some of the holiday scents that you do find this time of year. It's not overpowering and it's just kind of different. Not that pumpkin spice latte thing going on. So I like changing it up. Check out Black Forest. It's a beautiful, beautiful candle, beautiful scent. All right, let's move on to an actual tarot card deck. Thank you for letting me go on my candle talking spree. Let's see if I can find, maybe I didn't add this guy. I might have forgotten to add this one. So bear with me real fast. I have to add this. We're going to be talking about the Magic of Marvel Oracle deck, but I got to add this to my carousel. So hold on a second. I apologize. But while I'm doing this, make sure to comment down below. Let me know what kind of tarot cards you guys enjoy. And if you do like this kind of stuff, tarot cards, witchy aesthetic, or Halloween, give us a follow. We do like to go live pretty often, and it means a whole bunch to us. All right, here we go. Now it is featured. This is 10% off. I know there's a lot of people out there that love Marvel, so I had to talk about it. And it's got Storm. I love Storm. Okay, we're moving forward, I promise. Okay, here's the back of the cards. They're really cool. I just like the simplicity of it, but I like that it's Marvel. Okay. So here in this deck, it's an Oracle deck, so it's not the standard 78 cards. But everything that's featured here my goodness. Here's our superheroes. Here we go. Venom. He means, it says, "Let me in," said the spider to the fly. So we have different little quotes on the bottom here. Thanos, everybody's favorite villain. Storm, I love her. Unleash the thunder. We have Squirrel Girl even. Squirrel Girl is so fun. Spider-Man, Spectrum, so cool. She-Hulk, Scarlet Witch, beautiful art style. The Runaways. I like that we have more than just kind of our popular Marvel superheroes featured. We have a lot of superheroes. Kitty Pryde, Lockjaw, Loki. Misty Knight. Oh my God. Wow. Mystique. This is cool. Love that card. We have Domino, who's one of my favorite Marvel characters. We also have Doctor Strange, of course. Dr. Octopus. So villains and heroes alike are all featured in this deck. Dr. Doom. Super cool. So here's what the actual the booklet looks like. So we have the photo of each character here. It's in alphabetical order. We have just a blurb about the cards themselves. They're not really... it's not like a straightforward answer, and there's no reversal upright meanings. It's just kind of something that maybe would resonate with you. So like Squirrel Girl, for instance, it says, "When was the last time you intentionally immersed yourself in nature, appreciating the beauty around you? Squirrel Girl is tapping her foot, waiting for you to join her in the great outdoors. This card has appeared because you need to take a break." I feel like I'm secretly giving myself a tarot card reading every time I decide to read something about a card. Yeah, I know, you guys. I need to slow my roll. Anyway, so if you like Marvel, check this out. This is a cool deck. I personally really enjoy it. It's a cool Oracle deck, especially for any Marvel nerds out there. I'm a Marvel nerd. I've always loved Marvel over DC. Please don't kill me. But moving on. Okay, I gotta put this away. Marvel, very cool deck. All right, so the next deck I'm going to talk about here, this one's interesting. So this is for my history lovers out there, my horror lovers out there. We've got the Vlad Dracula Tarot card deck. This is 30% off. Here is what it looks like. Beautiful gold embellishments here. We also have cute box, huge book, by the way, a massive compendium. Here's what the backs of the cards look like. And here's what the sides of the cards look like. Let me get there. They're beautiful and gold, super cool. So one thing that I notice sometimes with, oh my goodness. Yeah, you're right. I do. Jesus. One thing that I like about this deck, that whenever there's always like a gold or a metallic sort of embellishment on the sides of the cards, they tend to stick together. But with these ones, I don't know, maybe they just cut them thin enough where you're able to actually shuffle these pretty well. Really digging it. It's really cool and it's just beautiful. Something too about this deck that I just really didn't even know about is there's a huge history lesson in this book. So for instance, and also these cards are violent, it is Vlad Dracula. So it's about Vlad the Impaler. Of course, it's going to be violent. So we have a whole historical context for each card, every single card. So every card has a bit of a history lesson. There's a little glimpse into his life, specific times too, like there's different years. So this Justice card, it says Vlad as Pontius Pilate judging Christ around 1460, and an unknown artist painted a series of panels depicting religious scenes, possibly in Vienna. So we get a huge lesson here. That was not what I expected when I was going through these cards. Oh, I know, JC Mama 3. Steven's becoming one of my favorite people. He's kind of running around Amazon Live and being he's just a troll. Just a typical troll. He's bored. All right, so the Hierophant. So I like that we get a little bit of this. It's not quite English manuscript style, but you'll see here. Here we go. This one's a little violent, but he's a little dude. The art's kind of hilarious. I have to filter these out because they can be really bad. 8 of coins. 5 of coins. Oh God, did I just show something violent? I might have. Sorry. It's hard to filter some of these. Oh my God. Okay, so coin of Vlad Dracula. Really interesting art style. This deck is not for everybody, but if you are intrigued by the history of Vlad Dracula and or Vlad the Impaler and just how terrible he was, just literally a real person, and all the things he actually did, you can get this tarot card deck, learn about him. At least that's what I've been doing. Or if you already know all about him, enjoy his history and the art associated with it. It's really interesting, a little old school, so I kind of dig it. So this is the Vlad Dracula deck. Love the back of the cards. Love the gold. It's really beautiful. This is a great gift. This is a great gift option, in my opinion. It's pretty cool. So let me put this one away real fast. Beautiful. It's really cool, actually. Okay, let me get the book in here, and then we'll move on to one of my favorite. I have a couple really earthy decks, so I'm excited to share this with you. The Botanical Oracle. Okay, so this one, I just got it, and I've been meaning to do my own tarot card reading with this, and I need to make time. It's so beautiful. So let me get this in the carousel. Come on, where are you? Magical Botanical Oracle. I wonder if I didn't get this one. Oh, There it is. Found it. This one, unfortunately, is not on sale quite yet. This was on sale on Black Friday, but it's beautiful. So if you are a bit of like a garden witch or a green witch, this might be your kind of deal. It's beautiful. So let me dive into it. It has a huge comprehensive book. It's massive. There's only 30 cards in this deck, but there's a lot of information about, so it actually has, I love this deck. Okay. So it talks about plants and just kind of applying some of this knowledge to an actual garden, planetary signs, how that applies to the cards and your witchy garden. It's just wild. There's a lot of stuff in here. It's beautiful. Let me just share with you guys what the art looks like because it is so beautiful. Just like JC Mama 3 says, here is the back of the cards. It's a very, very different art style. Every card is very unique. So here we have a sunflower. Every card is a plant of some kind. So we have the oak. We also have the Latin name on the very bottom here. You could probably see that. And no, I'm not going to be doing my Latin practice today on Amazon Live. You don't want me to. Here we have yarrow. So these are kind of a sepia looking, it's not white or beige, but it almost looks tea stained. It's beautiful. You'll also notice, let's see if I can get this to show. So you see all of the different symbols here. Those are all of the planetary symbols that are associated with this card. So there's a really deep, I mean, it's a very, very witchy, deep kind of Wicca oriented deck. It's beautiful. So this is also published by Llewellyn. Here's Camilla. Here are the bleeding hearts. So all of these cards are like either the plant themselves, kind of like people as plants. Oh, I just love it. It's so cool. It's such a cool deck. Belladonna. This is Woodworm. Definitely one of my favorites. It's really stunning. Moonflower. This one's pretty too. Willow. And then I'll do one more. Since there are only 30 cards, I can't show you guys all of it. I've never heard of this flower before. It says, "You will be my death." I'm not sure if that's actually the flower name, but the Latin name is Conium maculatum. I've never heard of this before. And one more. Sorry, I lied. Beautiful cards. Check this out if you do like planty stuff and tarot cards. It's a great combination. And they're just really, really, oh, of course, sorry. Pot plant. That is in there too. Beautiful deck. Super beautiful. I can't, it's just so cool. Plants from the Witch's Garden, Maxine Miller and Christopher Penskax. I can't say it. Oh no. All right, let's move on. But I want to talk more about this Oracle deck so much. It's so pretty. Speaking of beautiful Oracle decks, one of the Oracle deck, my first Oracle deck that I ever purchased for myself is this one. And this one is 9% off. It's the Fairies Oracle. And this is by Brian Froud, who did a lot of the design work for a lot of Jim Henson films like The Dark Crystal, a lot of the weird creatures you'll see in Labyrinth. That was designed by Brian Froud. Amazing. And the writing for this book is by Jessica Macbeth. So let's look at it. You can see it is worn because I've literally had this deck for over 20 years. So I've tried to take care of it. Here we go. Hardbound. Thank God. I don't know if this would have survived if this wasn't hardbound. Book, guidebook. So this is older. This came out in 2000, and the deck, all of the photos are blue hued, and we have a huge description for every single card, reversal readings, starter readings, and just who each card is, which is really cool. It's interesting. So here is the box itself. It's huge. Here's our little creatures. Let me get them out. Again, my poor box has seen way better days. All right. So here is the back of the cards. I love our reflection here. It's really awesome. What time are we at right now? Wow, time has gone by so fast. All right. So we have the fairy godmother. We have different energies. So this is definitely a fairy deck. So we have different fairies, we have different energies, we have weird, fun creatures. I gotta be careful. There's some nudity, but we're okay. Unity. We have green men too. So I just was really drawn to this deck when I was really young. Still to this day, like, this is my favorite deck. But it definitely has seen better days. Here's another beautiful card. You kind of get the gist. But check it out. This is just a really great deck. One thing that's cool about this deck too, in the guidebook at least, here's a gnome. Adorable. In the book, it actually does a lot of, what's the word I'm looking for? Self-reflective work. I don't know why I can't do this properly. So they have, you can assess kind of yourself a little bit each season, each year, and it's all based on the cards that you pick. And so you kind of reassess yourself and kind of your fears or your aspirations associated with the cards each year. It's really interesting. I do recommend this deck. It's beautiful. It's very cool. And if you love Brian Froud or fairies, I would say this is definitely up your alley. So check out the Fairy Oracle by Brian Froud. It's super cool, especially if you're a fairy person like me. All right. My last deck I think I'm going to share with you today. I don't know if I've gone through every deck. I can't. Oh, here we go. Oh, this one. This is the Awake Inner Wisdom cards. So this one's interesting because I actually use these primarily as single card usage. I don't do a full spread with these. This is the Awake Inner Wisdom cards. I can feel myself fading, so this is why this is the last one today. So here is what this looks like. I think I might have lost my crystal, or I might have put it somewhere. It does come with a cleansing crystal if that's kind of your thing. If you need to cleanse every single time you use your deck, that's not something I do, but to each person's practice. So here is our tiny guidebook. And here are the cards. Here is what this looks like. We have the back, really vibrant and beautiful, interesting art. But one thing that's really fun about these cards is we have, as you can see here, all of our primary black cards are very design oriented. And then our white cards are kind of chaotic. They're really interesting and a little weird, but fun. So we have an interesting dichotomy going on with these cards. So how these work, and at least how I use them, is definitely more of a mindfulness exercise. So you can find each card through this index. Luckily, there's not a whole bunch of cards, but unfortunately, you do have to kind of dig through this index here. It's not in alphabetical order or anything, so you kind of have to find it and then flip to the page. Each card has a haiku at the very, very top. You're supposed to assess the card. So like, for instance, if I get Friend Flurry, I have to look at the card, see what imagery kind of pops up for me, what the actual term means to me, go to the actual, wow, I actually have Friend Flurry. That was not planned. Go to Friend Flurry, here, read this haiku and think more about it. And then we go further into detail about this card and why that might apply to me. So for instance, it says, feel the buzz of ancient friends greeting you as you walk in tandem with nature. I'm dying. Sorry about the glitch here. All right, so it says you are walking in tandem with nature. You are lovingly invited to skip along a path and dance among the fungi kingdom with nature spirits. They laugh and sing as you allow this reality to settle into the twilight. See the world for more than what meets the physical eyes. When you look with your imagination or third eye, you will find curiosities within the layers of holographs. Souls incarnate, mingle with friends and family in the etheric state. So you kind of think about what that all means for you and try to use this as a mindfulness exercise. So I do like these cards for single card pulls. It has a beautiful, it's not quite gold. It's kind of iridescent gold. It's kind of hard to get that rainbow essence kind of coming through, but it's a beautiful deck. I highly recommend it. All right. So those are, I believe, all my cards of today. Thank you guys so much for watching this live stream. If you do enjoy this kind of stuff, make sure to give us a follow so you are notified of future live streams. And if you are looking for creepy stuff for all year round, that's us as well. So stay tuned for that. Thank you guys so much. I hope you find some cool tarot card decks to gift to your loved ones this year. There's a lot. Make sure to kind of scroll through some of the stuff in the carousel. There is a lot of cool stuff out there. Candles, tarot cards, battery operated candles, guidebooks, all kinds of stuff. Thank you guys so much. I will see you in the next